Good morning. I'm going to read the last three chapters of the second book of Samuel from the Old Testament of the Holy Bible. The last three chapters are 22, 23, and 24. Second Samuel has 24 chapters. So we are coming to the end of the book of Samuel, the first and the second books of from the Old Testament of the Holy Bible. Chapter 22. And David spake unto the Lord the words of the song in the day that the Lord had delivered him out of the hand of all his enemies and out of the hand of Saul. And he said, The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, the God of my rock, in him will I trust. He is my shield, the horn of my salvation, my high tower, my refuge, my Saviour, thou savest me from violence. I will call on the Lord, for he is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. When the waves of death compassed me, the floods of the ungodly men made me afraid. The sorrows of hell compassed me about, the snares of death prevented me. In my distress I called upon the Lord, and cried to my God, and he did hear my voice out of his temple, and my cry did enter into his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations of heaven moved and shook, because he was wroth. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and the fire out of his mouth devoured. The coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also, and came down. The darkness was under his feet. And he rode upon a cherub, and did fly, and he was seen upon the wings of the wind. And he made darkness pavilions round about him, and dark waters, and thick clouds of the skies. Though the brightness before him were coals of fire kindled. The Lord thundered from heaven, and the Most High uttered his voice. He sent out arrows, and scattered them lightning, and discomfited them. And the channels of the sea appeared. The foundations of the world were discovered at the rebuking of the Lord, at the blast of the breath of his nostrils. He sent from above. He took me. He drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy, and from them that hated me, for they were too strong for me. They prevented me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my stay. He brought me forth into a large place. He delivered me because he delighted in me. The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands has he recompensed me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord, and have not wickedly departed from my God. For all his judgments were before me. As for his statutes, I did not depart from them. I was also upright before them, and have kept myself from iniquity. Therefore the Lord has recompensed me according to my righteousness, according to my cleanliness in his eyesight. With the merciful thy will show thyself merciful, with the upright man thou wilt show thyself upright, with the pure thou wilt show thyself pure, and with the froward thou wilt show thyself unsavory. And the afflicted people thou wilt save, but thine eyes are upon the haughty, that thou mayest bring up the. For thou art my lamp, O Lord, and the Lord will lighten my darkness. For by thee I have run through a troop, by my God I have leaped over the wall. As for God, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord he is tried. He is a buckler to all of them that trust in him. Who is God save the Lord? Who is the rock save our God? God is my strength and power. He maketh my way perfect. He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and setteth me upon high places. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken in my arms. Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, the gentleness that has made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, so that my feet does not slip. I have pursued my enemies and destroyed them, and turn not again until I have consumed them. And I have consumed them and wounded them. They could not arise. Yes, they had fallen under my feet. And thou hast girded me with strength to battle. Them that rose up against me hast thou subdued under me. Thou hast also given me the necks of mine enemies, that I may destroy them that hate me. They looked, but there was none to save, even unto the Lord, but he answered them not. Then did I beat them as small as the dust unto the earth. I did stamp them as the mire of the street, and did spread them abroad. Thou hast also delivered me from the strivings of my people. Thou hast kept me to be the head of the heathen. A people which I knew not shall serve me. Strangers shall submit themselves unto me. As soon as they hear, they shall be obedient unto me. Strangers shall fade away. They shall be afraid out of their close places. The Lord liveth, blessed be my rock. The exalted be the God of the rock of my salvation. It is God that avengeth me, and bringeth down the people under me, and that bringeth me forth from mine enemies. Thou also hast lifted me up on high above them that rose up against me. Thou hast delivered me from the violent man. Therefore I will give thanks unto thee, O Lord, among the heathen. I will sing praises unto thy name. He is the tower of salvation for his king, and sheweth mercy to his anointed, unto David, and to his seed forevermore. Chapter 23. Now these be the last words of David. David the son of Jesse said, and the man who was raised up on high and anointed of the God of Jacob, the sweet psalmist of Israel said, the Spirit of the Lord spake by me, and his word was in my tongue. The God of Israel said, Rock of Israel spake unto me. He that ruleth over men must be just, ruling in fear of God. He shall be as the light in the morning when the sun riseth, even a morning without clouds, as a tender grass springing out of the earth by clear shining after rain. Although my house be not so with God, yet has made me an everlasting covenant, ordered in all things and sure. For this is all my salvation, all my desire, although he maketh it not to grow. For the sons of Belial shall all of them be as thorns thrust away, because they cannot be taken with hands. But the man shall not touch them, must be fenced with iron and the staff of a spear, and they shall be utterly burned with fire in the same place. These be the names of the mighty men whom David had. The Tachomite that sat in the seat, chief among the captains, the same was Adino the Esnite. He lifted up his spear against 800, whom he slew at one time. After him was Eleazar the son of Dodo the Ahohite, one of the three mighty men with David, when they defiled the Philistines that were gathered together to battle, and the men of Israel were gone away. He arose, smote the Philistines until his hand was weary. His hand clave unto the sword. And the Lord wrought a great victory that day. And the people returned after him only to spoil. And after him was Shammah, the son of Agi the Hararite. And the Philistines were gathered together into the troop. There was a piece of ground full of lentils. And the people fled from the Philistines. And he stood in the midst of the ground and defended it, and slew the Philistines. And the Lord wrought a great victory. And 3 of the 30 chief went down, and came to David in the harvest time unto the cave of Adullam. The troop of Philistines pitched in the valley of Rephaim. And David was then in hold, and the garrison of the Philistines was then in Bethlehem. And David longed and said, Oh, that one would give me drink of water of the well of Bethlehem, which is by the gate. And 3 mighty men brake through the host of Philistines, drew water out of the well of Bethlehem, which was by the gate, and took it and brought to David. Nevertheless he would not drink thereof, but poured it unto the Lord. And he said, Be it far from me, O Lord, that I should do this. Is not this the blood of the men that went in jeopardy of their lives? Therefore he would not drink it. These things did the 3 mighty men. And Abishai the brother of Joab, the son of Zeruiah, was chief among 3, and he lifted his spear against 300, and slew them, had the name among 3. Was he not the most honorable of the 3? Therefore he was their captain, howbeit he attained not unto the first 3. And Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, the son of a valiant man of Kabseel, who had done many acts, he slew 2 lion-like men of Moab. He went down also and slew a lion in the midst of a pit in time of snow. And he slew an Egyptian, a goodly man, and the Egyptian had a spear in his hand. But he went down to him with a staff, and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand, and slew him with his own spear. These things did Benaiah the son of Jehoiada, and had name among the 3 mighty men. He was more honorable than the 30, but he attained not the first 3. And David set him over his guard. And Asahel the brother of Joab was one of the 30. Elhanan the son of Dodo of Bethlehem, Shammah the Harodite, Elika the Harodite, Heles the Paltite, Hira the king of Hikkash the Tekoite, Abisai the Anathothite, Mebonai the Hushathite, Salmon the Ahotite, Maharai the Netophathite, Halab the son of Bana, a Nephothite, Ittai the son of Ribai, and Gibeah of the children of Benjamin, Benaiah the Paranathite, Hittai of the brook of Gash, Abalbom the Arbathite, Asmaveth the Barbamite, Eliabah the Shalobonite, the sons of Jeshem, Jonathan, Shammah the Harathite, Ahiam the son of Sharar the Harathite, Eliphalet the son of Ahasbai, the son of Makathite, Eliam the son of Ahithophel the Gileonite, Hezrai the Carmelite, Parai the Arbite, Ikal the son of Nathan of Soba, Bani the Gadad, Salet the Amonite, Nahari the Beorite, armor bearer to Joab the son of Zeruiah, Iran Ithrite, Gareb and Ithrite, Uriah the Hittite, 30 and 7 out. Last chapter of the second book of Samuel and the book of Samuel's last book is chapter 24 of the second book of Samuel, the Old Testament of the Holy Bible, chapter 24. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. He moved David against them to see, go number Israel and Judah. For the king of Joab, the captain of the host which was with him, go now through all the tribes of Israel, from Dan unto Beersheba, the number of the people, that I may know the number of the people. And Joab said unto the king, now the Lord thy God add unto thy people, how much soever they be, 100-fold, that the eyes of the Lord, the king, may see it. But why did the Lord my God, the king, delight in this thing? Notwithstanding the king's word prevailed against Joab and against the captains of the host. And Joab and the captains of the host went out from the presence of the king to number the people of Israel. And they passed over Jordan and pitched in Aroer, the side of the city that lieth in the midst of river Gad, and towards Jazer. They came to Gilead and to the land of Tahtimhodshi. Then they came to Dunjan and about to Sidon, and came to the stronghold of Tyre, and to all the cities of the Hivites and the Canaanites. And they went out to the south of Judah, even to Beersheba. And so when they had gone through all the land, they came to Jerusalem at the end of 9 months and 20 days. And Joab gave up the sum of the number of the people unto the king. And there were in Jerusalem, in Israel, 800,000 valiant men that drew the sword. The men of Judah were 500,000 men. And David's heart smote after him that he had numbered his people. And he said unto the Lord, I have sinned greatly in that I have done. Now I beseech thee, O Lord, take away the iniquity of thy servant, for I have done very foolishly. And when David was up in the morning, the word of the Lord came unto the prophet Gad, David's seer, saying, go and say unto David, thus says the Lord, I offer thee 3 things, choose thee one of them, that I may do unto thee. And Gad came unto David, and told him and said unto him, shall 7 years of famine come unto thee in thy land? Or wilt thou flee 3 months before thine enemies, while they pursue thee? Or that there be 3 days pestilence in the land? Now advise, and see what I answer I shall return to him that sent me. And David said unto Gad, I am in a great strait. Let us now fall into the hand of the Lord, for his mercies are great. Let me not fall into the hand of man. So the Lord sent a pestilence upon Israel from morning even to the time appointed. And there died to the people from Dan even to Beersheba 7,000 men. And when the angel stretched out his hand upon Jerusalem to destroy it, the Lord repented him of the evil. And it said to the Lord, angel that destroyed the people, it is enough. Stay now thy hand. And the angel of the Lord was by the threshing place of Araunah the Jebusite. And David spake unto the Lord when he saw the angel that smote the people, and said, lo, I have sinned, and I have done wickedly. But these sheep, what have they done? Let thy hand, I pray thee, be against me and against my father's house. And Gad came unto David and said unto him, go up, rear an altar unto the Lord in the threshing floor of Araunah the Jebusite. And David, according to the saying of God, went up as the Lord commanded. And Araunah looked and saw the king and his servants coming out toward him. And Araunah went out, bowed himself before the king upon the face of the ground. And Araunah said, wherefore is my lord the king come unto his servant? And David said, to buy the threshing floor of thee, to build an altar unto the Lord, that the plague may be stayed from the people. And Araunah said unto David, let my lord the king take and offer up what seemeth good unto him. Behold, here be the oxen for burnt sacrifice, threshing instruments, other instruments of the oxen for wood. All these things said Araunah, as a king give unto the king. And Araunah said unto the king, the Lord thy God accept thee. And the king said unto Araunah, nay, but I will surely buy it of thee for a price. Neither will I offer burnt offerings unto the Lord my God of that which does not cost me nothing. So David brought the threshing floor and the oxen for 50 shekels of silver. And he built an altar unto the Lord, and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings. So the Lord was entreated for the land, and the plague was stayed from Israel.